gentlemen, there's a lot of background noise as we do have a full call tonight. And so I'd like to extend a welcome to all of our teammates here with ZJ International from around the country and in fact around the world. And as always, extend a special and warm welcome to all of our guests online tonight. This is a leadership call that we do here at ZJ International each and every Monday evening. And it's a call open to the entire ZJ Nation, the entire organization worldwide. And we focus in specifically on the philosophies, the habits, the disciplines, and the skill sets that are required to reach the highest levels of prosperity in our business. Many of the people who are on this line are focused in on creating a full-time income, and for many on this line, a financial independence type income. You know, a six-figure annual income, and there are some already at six figures, and in fact, now multiple six figures monthly. I do understand that, you know, most people would be quite happy with an annual six-figure income that's of a residual nature, and that's a great start. That's a great place to be in our business. I think everybody would agree. And so we focus in on what's required to achieve that on this call. Now, if you're new on the line tonight and you've been invited by a friend or an associate, and you still have questions regarding the company or the product, no worries. The person that invited you will most certainly get all of your questions answered and provide you with the links and the information to get your questions answered. On our product line, the foundation of the business here at ZJ International, we do a call on Wednesday with the formulator of the ZJ products, where you can get all the information that's needed specifically from a product perspective. As everything that we do here from a business standpoint is built on a solid foundation of world-class products. But when it comes down to the business, when it comes down to prosperity and success, there's a few other things that are going to be required, and I think everybody would agree. If we're going to make a six-figure annual income or monthly for some, or multiples of a six-figure annual income, well then there's some other things that we're going to have to employ from a leadership standpoint as we develop a base of consumers, a base of distributors that are not only local but national and international. For those of you that haven't met me, my name is David Moses. I'm an independent distributor here at ZJ International, speaking to you from my home office here in Toronto, Canada. And I just got back from the lake house today, or the summer cottage, as we call it. Went up there, and I was just thinking what a beautiful thing it is to be able to hop in the car on a Monday afternoon with my daughter and her friend, my wife, and drive up to the cottage on Monday and spend a couple of hours on the boat and come home and get on a conference call. There's no better business, there's no better way to earn a living while helping others and making a difference that I know of in this world. Networking is an amazing business when it's working and when we have a residual income coming in as a result of a business that we've built. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about that, and also in terms of the context of ZJ itself, this company, where we are, and more importantly, where we're going. And that's obviously relevant for anybody who's an existing team member, if you're on this line, and then of course very relevant for any guests, people looking for a financial vehicle or a plan B, or a way to create a secondary income, or even a primary income. And so so we'll focus in a little bit on that. I do want to note that just to kind of give a 2-minute recap of where we are at this moment in time, Zija as a company right now, as a direct sales company marketing health, nutrition, weight loss, personal care, all based on moringa, the most nutrient-dense botanical known to science on this planet, right now is the fastest growing company in direct sales today. I don't say that because I'm in Zija. I say that because it's just a fact. Relative to the size of our company and with what's going on currently, we are on the move. And a lot of people are coming on board as a result of product success and the benefits they're receiving, but also because people are having life-changing financial success. And so, friends, neighbors, associates, family, they start to see dramatic changes in people's lifestyle, and what they did for a living before, what they're doing now, what's happened to them. And people naturally start to ask questions. What's going on? Did you win the lottery? What's caused all of this change? You were just on vacation. You're going on another vacation, and so forth. The cars people drive, and what their kids are doing, and so forth. And so I think everybody wants that. And so the question becomes, what makes the difference? What really, truly makes the difference that can separate or cause one person to have extraordinary success while others seem to be stuck in a rut or in mediocrity? And I think it all comes down to things that happen to us, experience. And it's experience is not so much of what happens to us, whether we've tried something in the past or we've stepped out of our comfort zone, or whether it be good or bad. That's not what experience is about. Experience is all about what we do with what happened. What did we gain from that experience? I put a post up on Facebook earlier today that talked about all difficulties, experiences, disappointments, whether they be good or whether they be bad, whatever has happened, every single one of those are actually preparing us for success. They are actually setting us up for success. All difficulties, every one of them. But I speak to you at age 50. I look back at when I started in this industry at age 27, and all the challenges along the way coming out of being a tradesperson and getting into a business like this that required interpersonal skills, people skills, leadership skills. And I look at what happened along the way, and I do recall that on a number of occasions, there were some experiences that were really distasteful and disappointing. Yeah, they could be anything from rejection with family and friends. There's plenty of that. I don't have a single friend or family in my business today, and I do have a lot of family. I got 25 first cousins and a whole lot of relatives, and each of them have a whole lot of contacts. Now, some people have had more success with friends and family. That was not the case for me. I can tell you that, that's just one example of experiences along the way that could have knocked me out of this business a long time ago. However, as I said, experience is not about what happens. It's about what we do with that experience. You see, I didn't allow the negative influences of other people's fears and or perceptions and or view on things to affect my personal vision. Had I allowed those opinions of others to affect me, that experience extraordinary benefits. There's no other way to describe it. The extraordinary benefits of a residual income that most people can't even comprehend as a result of what network marketing can provide. And I say this to you because there's a lot of great people on this line tonight. I know a lot of the people. I've heard some of the names, and there's a lot of new people on this line tonight. And there's a lot of diamonds in the rough, and some that are highly polished gems on this call. In other words, successful people. Some who have already arrived at various levels of success, and there's a lot of people on this line, even more, who don't even know it yet, but they are going to be. And yes, I'm speaking to you, whoever that is that's saying, that's me. You are going to be one of the top leaders in this business. There's no question about it. It happens all the time. I've been doing this for now it'll be 24 years in December, and I have personally seen it. I've seen people rise up from one profession or a trade or a job and achieve levels of success that were nothing more than a vision or a dream just a few years before. So there's going to be a lot of people on this line that achieve that. And the question is, will it be you? Okay, will it be you? There's hundreds of people on this line. The question is, will it be you? And what's required? Well, let me tell you, everything, absolutely everything that we achieve starts in the mind. It starts in the mind. It starts with what we think about. It starts with what we focus on. It starts with what we dwell on. You know, thought energy, I'm getting text messages now from people on the line. I'm one of them. Well, that's good, because that's the first place it's got to begin. Yes, and you can all send text, or you can do posts on Facebook. In Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, the underlying theme in every single chapter of that book is that thoughts are things, or are that thoughts are things. And, you know, and that was the secret that a person needed to discover by themselves via reading the book. And when our mind is ready to receive it, now I'm getting even more text. When the mind is ready to receive it, it will become apparent to us what that secret is. Now, of course, in the last 10 years, as we know, there were different versions of this. The secret came out and so forth. Thought is nothing more than energy, right? It's just energy. It's not something you can touch. It's not something you can feel. It's not something you can even really measure. Thought is energy. But thought has the ability to create. And so when we think about it, we can actually, whatever we think about, we bring about. Or as Napoleon Hill puts it, thoughts are things. Things meaning in the physical world. The example that I often use, because it's great, if you've heard it before, it's good to hear it again, because you'll be teaching this as a leader as you develop your group and you're moving people into leadership. We're not talking about marketing or sharing a little bit of product with a friend here. We're talking about developing leadership, developing our team, taking ourselves to the next level so that we can be worthy and or able to attract the type of success that we're looking for, and that everybody's looking for. Not for what it can buy us or get us, but for what it'll make of us, for what we can then contribute to others in moving and lifting and empowering and developing other people. And so the example is that when building something, let's talk about a home, and I use a home because my wife and I just moved into this new home. It'll be a year in August. Well, right now, it's 1 year actually next week. On the 14th of this month will be 1 year since we've been in this home. And an amazing thing is that we had a vision. We had a picture in our mind, a specific picture of what we wanted, exactly what we wanted in our home. The type of lot, the size of the home, the types of finishes, the rooms and so forth. That there was a picture, there was a vision. And when anything is built, it starts with a vision, it starts with a picture, and that is thought energy. And that thought energy then translates into that picture, into that vision that we see in our mind's eye. We then take that vision to an architect, somebody who can take that thought energy, that picture in our mind, and actually draw it on paper, complete with every single detail on a set of plans. And then those plans are taken to the person with the skill set, okay? The carpenter, the electrician, the builder, the plumber, the bricklayer, and so forth, so that those people with the specific skill sets can then take that plan, which started as a thought, which manifested into a picture, and then start building it into physical reality. And all of a sudden, we have that dream home, which was nothing more than a personal vision. Now, when you think about it that way, each and every one of us can look at that and say that, I get that. I understand that process because we have a home that we built ourselves. We live in a neighborhood that we chose, that we wanted. We knew where we wanted to be. We've already been through that process. And what I'm telling you right now is creating success in this business right here at CJ is exactly the same process. There's nothing different about it. It's the same process. Okay? Success starts with a vision. It starts with a picture. It starts with where we see ourselves, not where we are. Doesn't matter where we are. What matters is where we see ourselves. Okay? And so what happens is we have a picture of what it is that we want to create. That's why we're asked to write our goals down, put them on paper. Write down what we want to create, where we want to be, and so forth. And then, we've often heard the saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. There's a lot of great teachers in this company. There's a lot of great coaches. There's a lot of great mentors in this company. That's why we are right now annualizing at $180 million in sales. When I joined this company, CJ was doing roughly $300,000 a month. We're going to do $180 million in these next 12 months based on our current monthly sales. And I expect that to increase dramatically over these next 12 months, so the numbers will be considerably higher. All of that has manifested as a result of a lot of great teachers, a lot of great coaches, and a lot of individual people that have personal visions that they are manifesting for themselves. Some of them are doing it very quickly, some are doing it slowly, some are doing it consistently with growth. But in the end, everybody that's putting one foot in front of the other, taking one step forward each day, and some are taking many more than that each day, but at least one step forward each day, find themselves 3 months, 6 months, 9 months down the road with a business producing a residual income that's coming in spite of our personal efforts. Now, some of the people on my team, I'm not going to use myself, I'm going to just say some of the people that are a part of my team here in North America and in other parts of the world have incomes coming in today that they're really hard to get our heads around. I mean, when you think about it, for a person to have $10,000 a day coming into the household, $5,000 a day, $3,000 a day, $1,000 a week coming into your head around that concept. Because that income, once it's built, the income comes in whether we do the business or not, whether we do anything or not. So, there's roughly 185,000 people that are in my group, and about 110,000, 120,000 of those people that are in the group are doing nothing but buying $100 a month in product. The weight loss, the skincare, the energy drinks, the nutrition, and they're buying it every single month. Why? Because they love the product, they love the benefits. And from those collective purchases that have absolutely nothing to do with me, other than the fact that I took a little bit of action, and others took a little bit of action, that income does not have to be recreated every Monday morning, like what I used to have to do. And so what I'm saying to everybody on this line is your path, your success, your growth will occur exactly the same way. Exactly the same way. You get the ball rolling with a few good people. You help those people, teach those people, show those people, support those people, work with your team so that they too can create a few people on their team, and that they can then start teaching the people that they brought how to teach others to bring a few people to their team. And all of a sudden, your team will start to grow with or without you. It'll grow with or without you. Whether you get out of bed or not, whether you choose to go to work or not, whether I go to the cottage on a Monday afternoon and go for a boat ride, and while I'm on that boat ride, the business is growing in 32 countries. Because I spoke to a few people from my home a few years ago and did a couple of conference calls and a few home presentations. Now I know that I'm simplifying it, and that it's not exactly like that, and here's why it's not exactly like that. Because in the process of going out to launch our business, in the process of going out to build an organization, in the process of going out to manifest that vision, that picture that we have, now get this, because this is what's going to separate you from everybody else. In the process of going out to plant a few seeds, we are going to run into the masses. We're going to run into the 80%ers. We're going to run into the people that somehow find a way to always find out what's wrong, but never to find out what they need to do to be one of the success stories. I heard a great quote, and it goes like this: the pessimist complains about the wind, right? The optimist expects it to change. But the realist is the one who sets their sails to capture that wind. And I suggest to everybody on the line today is be that person. Be that one who adjusts your sails, adjust your sails, and end up becoming one of the core leaders within ZJ International. It's a whole lot easier to make the adjustments and catch the wind than it is to wait for something to happen to fall into our lap. It never does. And that's all what Vision's about. I don't worry about those that I speak with, and make no mistake, if you're an existing team member or if you're new on the line, there's a lot of negative, skeptical, cynical people that we're going to run into in the process of sharing the vision with ZJ International. There's lots of them, okay? The beautiful thing about them is they're not the ones that we want in our business. They're not the ones that are going to lead to greatness, to lead tell you that there are many people, there's a lot of people who are looking for that vision. They're looking, they have a dream. They want to manifest that dream. They want the best things in life. They want security. They want residual income. They want the ability to help and build others. They want the ability to have the freedom to contribute to their community. They want all of that. There's lots of them. There are so many of them, it's probably, well, it's impossible to even count how many of them there are. They're out there, lots of them. Our goal is to sift and sort, to go through the people and go through them quickly, to find the ones for who this business is right for. CJ right now is capturing many people, not only from direct sales, not only from this industry, but many new people. 80 to 85% of the top earners in our company are first-time people, brand new people, people that had a clean slate, a clear board. They painted their personal vision on that board, and the teachers appeared. There's a lot of great teachers in our business, and there's a lot of great training to be had in our business. And so all you need to do is raise your hand and say, I'm one of them. And the teacher will appear. The person. Why? You know, what's in it for the teacher? What's in it for the coach? Those of us who are in the business of helping others create success and create prosperity at whatever level, some at big levels, some at small levels, it really doesn't matter. My business is built on not a few good leaders that are driving the business. My business is built on a whole bunch of people doing a little bit, having a little bit of success and prosperity that's growing. And the collective efforts of 180,000 people adds up to a great deal of success. So yes, leaders are very important because it's the leaders that help build the base. But in the end, it's the base that provides the success for the leader. But you want to build the base, work on becoming a leader. Why? So that you can build your base, but more importantly, so that you can attract and develop other leaders. And so we talked a little bit about we talked about a lot of things tonight, a little bit about prosperity mindset and so forth. This concept of personal development, of sharpening the mind, developing the mind, cultivating a prosperity mindset, getting ourselves into the mode where we can start to build and attract high-level success and people that want to create, greatness within their own lives and that for their family, is something that we constantly work on. I'm constantly working on myself, constantly working on developing my own prosperity mindset, my own leadership skills in a variety of areas. There's no person that knows it all. There's no person that's arrived. Anytime a person says they've arrived, the saying goes, when we're green, we grow. When we're ripe, we rot. We never want to be ripe. We always want to be green. We always want to be in the mode where we are learning, developing, refining, getting a little bit better, getting a little bit more in tune. Because only that way do we have anything to contribute to others. And so in developing our team, develop ourselves, and also focus on developing others. That's a big part of what we do here at CJ, much more so than the product. From a business building standpoint, it's all about leadership development. Now, I know there's a lot of new people on the line tonight. If you're new on the line tonight, I want you to understand the person who invited you has invited you because they probably see in you a certain potential to do things, maybe extraordinary things, maybe to build an an enormous business, maybe to be one of the core leaders in this company, and one of the top income earners of this company. Whatever it is, they're looking to see what they can do to assist you, to get you plugged into not only what they can contribute, but even more importantly, their upline leadership, the people that have a direct interest in your success. And on that note, all of the success that we achieve here in this business is predicated on helping others have success. Our success can only be sustained and maintained by creating more successful people. So if you're new on the line tonight, do get your questions answered. Find out about our products. Find out about some of the promotions that's going on right now in Zija that will propel you very, very quickly and put, get you a positive cash flow very quickly, maybe even in your first week in business, which is amazing to start a business and to be on the right side of the balance sheet your first week making money is a beautiful thing. There's a lot of incentives and promotions that are in place right now throughout the month of August and into September, leading us into the convention in October, designed specifically for brand new people. So be sure you get those, get that information from the person who invited you. If you are an existing team member online, on the line tonight, please understand that these next 60 days are going to be crucial. I just had a few people leave my house. We're wrapping up this call in about 1 minute or so. A few people leave my house a couple of hours ago who broke diamond last pay period. 2 diamonds on one team, and they've got 2 more diamonds that'll break by the end of September. That's 4 people that have achieved diamond status in a matter of months. Now, granted, there was a little bit of foundation that was built, but over the summer, all of this is occurring. And diamond is significant because at diamond, you're already at a full-time income in Zija International. So the timing to grow is now. Why? Because the company's in bloom. The company is right at the beginning of full momentum. I expect momentum to fully engage by the first quarter of 2014. That leaves us a good 6 months to get a base in place to catch that wave, to catch the groundswell. Be a part of that. We're here to help you. We'll help you every step of the way manifest whatever your personal vision is. My name is David Moses, wishing you continued success and all the prosperity that you desire. Thank you for joining us on Millionaires in Training. Get back with the person who invited you to this call, and they will most certainly show you and guide you every step of the way to get started. Thanks very much. The lines are open, ladies and gentlemen.
Mary McCoy, Fort Williams. South Carolina.